Well, I have seen some absolute nonsense that these two have pulled in the past over the years, but it just does not fail to amaze me just how much crap they can actually pull. So with that said, hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about what happened last night. And if you haven't heard, then you're in for a treat, but the majority of you probably have already heard already. They had to take the video down that they put up because of Chris and Sarah. And let's not forget, it is Chris and Sarah in this instance. Yes, Chris edited it, but Sarah filmed it. So without further ado, let's take a look at what actually happened. So obviously, for obvious reasons, I'm not going to show the clip. I'm going to show some audio from it because it's quite prevalent to what we're talking about, and it shows them just for who they are, these people. So what happened, a bit of backstory, is Isla got some new dance gear and she went to try it on. In the background, well, Sarah continued to chat shit to the camera, talking to Isabel, and in the background Isla was getting changed, and she put her first outfit on, and without being too graphic about it, she looked almost like she was kind of naked from the top. So this is what Sarah had to say.
Esme, Isla's just trying on all of her dance costumes, quite short, so I'm not going to show you that one.
Sarah said, "That's quite short, so I'm not going to show that one," before she panned her camera to Isla and showed it anyway. You see what I'm saying? Sarah, why did you show it if you said you weren't going to show it because it's too short to show it? And Chris, you didn't think when Sarah said that maybe you should edit it out as a possibility there?
Quite short, so I'm not going to show you that one.
Then they carried on talking to Isabel. She was getting some gifts apparently from an iFam.
This was sent by Jane, one of our lovely iFam, and I'll let you open it. It's super cute. I know what it is because I've seen a picture.
So what happens now is, whilst they are opening these gifts from iFam, in the background Isla is wandering past and getting changed, kind of a little bit off camera, but you can still see her getting changed, and you can still see her, you know, she's not really wearing any clothes. And Sarah continues to film, but she says this.
Isla, just you be careful around there, miss.
Let's just quickly listen to that one more time for posterity.
Isla, just you be careful around there, miss.
So what Sarah is saying to Isla is, you be careful because I'm filming, basically. And what I cannot get my head around, Sarah, is why the hell would your child need to be careful in her own home about walking about in case you're filming? She should not have to be careful. It is her home, her house. She should be able to walk about wherever she wants without the risk of being caught on camera doing, you know, for millions of people to see. Don't you think that that's a little bit, you know, it's unbelievable. So when you say you need to be careful, basically in a sort of cautionary tone, shouldn't it be you, Sarah, as the adult that says, hang on a second, I better put the camera down because my child is getting changed in the background? shouldn't that have been a thing? Not warning your child not to get in the way of your, your film. And not to be too accusatory here, but Isabel, you were also in that scene, right? You were there. You knew your 11-year-old sister was getting changed in the background, and you didn't think to say to your mum, hang on mum, we better stop filming until Isla's got changed. We don't want to catch Isla in the shot, Did you not think that, or are you so numb from years and years of this, having the same thing happen to you, that it just becomes normal to you? Is that what it is? You are nearly 18. You should know by now what's happening in these vlogs. You know that you and your sisters and brother are being exploited, and you should actually care about them. You should know that it's happened to you, so you should care about your siblings, but you seem to not. And that's quite worrying to me. And Chris, I have questions. Why would you think to remove this clip? Why would you want to remove the clip? Now, I'm not saying obviously that it's a clip that should stay up there. Obviously, I'm against that. But from looking from a you point of view, what you showed of Isla was nothing significantly more than possibly, you show lots of bikini shots in the past of all your kids, and you've put them in, on the thumbnail, mouths open, things like that. You've never taken those down. You've also got currently many shots of your kids naked in baths on your channel, and you don't care to take them down. So why this particular clip? Did you all of a sudden panic and take it down? That seems a little bit weird to me. Could it possibly be more to do with the fact that Sarah was caught out being a bit of a prat, saying to her 11-year-old daughter, you better not get caught in the shots? That is quite a damning statement from Sarah. It doesn't show her in a good light, basically. Is that more to do with the reason why you took it down? Not anything to do with protecting your daughter? Because let's face it, I don't think that you would have taken it down for any other reason, or certainly not the reasons that most people are thinking, because it's been quite the journey your channel has with pimping out your kids, and you're not afraid to do it, are you?
That's beautiful, Isla. That is super.
It's not tied at the back.
Yeah.
It's still really nice. It's really
beautiful.
So that's a very. I think this is a nice contemporary one.
Yeah.
It's very flowy.
It's very pretty.
And that was Isla having just tried on her last dress, which was, in my opinion, it's not really appropriate to be put on there anyway, but it, remains up. Anyway, so just to show, having had this revelation and everything, that he done wrong because it was such a mistake that he done, they had to take the vlog down, and he put a clip on Instagram to show exactly where his mindset was at, and this is what he decided to put up.
I'm out of my fucking mind.
That moment you realise you've effed up, and with a gang sign and a funny face, So Chris seems to be taking the piss out of the situation, not taking it seriously whatsoever. He just thinks it's a laugh, really. Putting up a clip as well of somebody saying, the voiceover the song saying effing something or other. It's not really appropriate. You've just exposed your daughter in the sickest way possible to the world, and that is your response. And then, not to be outdone, Sarah didn't seem to be taking it seriously either, by posting a couple of Insta stories as well of her own. So as you can see, both their mindsets immediately after this thing happened is just to make a joke out of everything on social media. So they didn't actually care about what was happening, what they'd done. They don't care about protecting their kids. They care about protecting themselves. And this is just shows exactly where their heads were at, as this was posted immediately after it happened. So all I can say, Chris and Sarah, is that your channel is catering to all that type of people, the perverted, sick and twisted like yourselves. You know, some of the comments which I've seen recently that have been posted on your channel backs that up. And the fact that you have actively deleted comments, which means that you know that these people are watching and commenting on your video, shows that you know the type of people that are watching this type of content, who you're catering to. And yeah, there's no more words left that I can say about that. So without further ado, we're going to get into a little bit more of the video itself, because, you know, I like to have a little bit of a light-hearted catch up on what else they've been up to. I picked out one or two of their best bits.
Back home, we just got a call saying that Jace's glasses had arrived, so me and him are actually going to stay in the car. Chris has just unhooked the caravan. Him and the girls are going to go in and sort things out, and I'm going to drive Jace to the opticians and pick up his new glasses. Are you excited?
Yeah.
I'm so excited. We need these glasses so bad, don't we? Because yours are all broken. Yeah. And they don't fit your face properly, and we've had to sellotape them at the side.
They're just crushed.
They're crushed. Most importantly, they're the wrong lens. They're not the correct lens that he needs.
Oh my god. Sarah. I don't know what to say. Right, okay, so hands up those of you who do this, right? You've got Sarah, who is lovingly kissing her child and saying how much she loves him and everything like that. But at the same time, while she's doing that, she's staring into the camera, looking into the camera and saying all this and kissing him. Does anybody else do that? Comment down below if you do, because I'd like to know. I mean, what's she looking at? Is she looking at Jace in the camera, or is she looking at herself in the camera? Who knows? But you don't do that, surely. Is that a thing, really? Beautiful boy, and then looks and smiles directly at the camera. I mean, is that what their life has come to? Is that what the children... I'm saying, it's not funny, but it's like, is that really how the kids live their lives? The fact that if you want to say something nice to them, they have to look at the camera for you to look at the camera to them? Or how does it work, Sarah? Please fill me in, because that is really, really sad. I'm sorry. I feel so sorry for those kids.
Anyone want to buy a mint, very loud Range Rover Sport with a body kit on it, let me know, because this thing's taking up space on the drive that we're never going to use. I'm never going to use it again. We don't fit in it. I'm sad about it because I love it so much, but we're never going to use it again, so it's time to say goodbye. So anybody that's interested in buying a very nice black loud Range Rover Sport with 7 seats, let me know.
You're not selling Chris. You're selling the Range Rover. You do know it's broke, right, Chris? You do know that. The MOT kind of proves and shows just how bad it look. Oh, jeez. I guess you're catering to the right market, because literally the only people stupid enough to purchase that thing is your vulnerable iFam. I'm sorry, and I don't mean to be mean, but that is the only people who would possibly be interested in buying that, because it's from you and you're special, because no sane person would be interested. I promise you.
2, 3. Squishy, that's a good sign. Whoa! That's outfits! Oh my gosh, wait, I think I recognise this one. Yeah, so these cute pants.
What, are they pants?
Yeah, they're pants.
No, that's a top.
Oh, wait.
That's a top.
Oh no, sorry, that's
I was like, they would be big
Yeah.
because they'd fit me.
yeah, but that's at the top, and then this is
1 second, Jace.
You can think of a headpiece, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, headband, something like that. And then
Or for your wrist or something.
Yeah, this is the I think they're shorts.
Skirt, shorts.
Yeah, I think they're shorts with like a skirt over.
Pretty.
And then this is these wristbands.
Oh, wristbands. Cute.
So oh, they go on the shoulders, I think. Do they? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what the costume suit. Maybe they don't know.
I don't know. Also, guys, who remembers Twist and Squeeze?
And yet more dance outfits for Isla. Didn't she get about 5 on her actual birthday? So another 3 more. Why would you need so many different dance outfits? They have their own dance uniform at this dance place, don't they? And so when is she going to use these? I'm just thinking out loud, if you will, Sarah. I'm not entirely convinced that dance is actually a thing anymore. I'm just putting it out there. Are your kids going to dance or not? Not that it's any of my business, obviously, but I'm just thinking that for their own well-being, it might be worthwhile for them to have some activities out with the family.
Just put my outfit on and it is so cute. First of all, I really love these I've got a bracelet addiction. I love just getting bracelets all the time. And I also got this really nice little heart necklace, which I love. The skirt is also a really nice fit, very cute. And the top, I love the top so much. Also, it goes really well with like the necklace that I bought, and I was like, the black skirt. Oh, it's so cute.
Just to remind everybody here, Isabella's nearly 18. She's perfectly capable of making up her own mind if she's going to pimp herself out, and which is clearly what she's doing right now. Is, she's filmed it herself. She's handed over the film to her dad, and she's been, does what she likes. But it's baffling that maybe that's all that she's got. She's not got college to look forward to, or a future, or a career. So it is some form of weird Instagram thing, possibly, that she's got to look forward to. I don't know. I'm not convinced that's her career path either.
Beans. And wait for Dad to get back with the mushy peas and tomatoes.
Ew!
I'm a bit scared, Tyler.
You're not the only one that's scared, Sarah. What in God's name? In there you've got peas, mushy peas, beans, chickpeas, tin tomatoes, and God knows what else, right? Honestly, that is I don't. Right, we're gonna cut now to the end product because the whole thing's kind of making me feel queasy.
It's a double measure. So this is the sauce all made up. My blender is not the best. Should have got the other one out of the van. That Russell Hobbs one. This is just a cheap one. So I decided to, this is more of a chunky kind of sauce rather than like a completely smooth. There's a few peas still in there. But it's all good. I've added another ingredient. We're also going with some fresh garlic. So I'm just going to crush some of this up now. Not with...
So yeah, the rest of the video was basically this and cooking the rest of this monstrosity. So I think we'll leave it there because for our own sanity, I think that overall, having sat through that vlog, there's only one thing that I can say, that both of you, Sarah and Chris, are sick and twisted and perverted. And you continue to put your kids at risk, continue to put your kids in these situations. It's not the first time, and I doubt very much it'll be the last. See if you were actually upset, or, you know, you were like, you know, what have I done? Oh my God, I've put my child in this position and I've exposed her to the world. If you actually thought like that, you would go through the rest of your videos and sort the rest of them out to make sure that there's nothing similar, because we know that there are. And if you don't know where they are, let me know and I'll let you know. Because, you know, they're there. They are there for people to consume, and you don't seem to be bothered about it. Mind-blowing, but true. So, everybody, please take the rest of the day off. I think you've deserved it. And I will see you again soon in another video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and comment everything you want to comment down below about this, and subscribe to the channel for more, because we always bring you the exclusives. I say exclusives because the original video's not original anymore. Anyway, until next time, take care and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.